morning student. Myself Gurcharan Singh from SVM Malerkotla. Today we are going to start a new topic of history, that is nationalism in India. So here it is. Nationalism in India. Now nationalism is loyalty and devotion to a nation. So the word nationalism is a very extreme one which shows how deeply we love our nation and how deeply we are connected with our feelings towards our nation. In this chapter we will pick up the story from the 1920s and study the non-cooperation movement. Now here one quotation is there of our great nations, father of great nation Mahatma Gandhi ji. Between the two, the nationalists and the imperialists, there is no meeting ground. So these the two words, nationalist and imperialist, they are the such a word, both are against each other. एक मरने को तैयार है, दूसरा मारने को तैयार है. Now the First World War. The First World War played an important role in shaping India's freedom struggle and developing new modes of struggle in the following way. So the First World War has a great impact. How it impacted the Indian freedom movement, we will see point by point. First, increase in defense expenditure due to the war led to increase in taxes, custom duties, prices and introductions of war loan. So we are knowing that whenever war is there, we need some equipment, we need some money. So that is the impact also we are seeing during that time. During the war, prices increased dramatically, almost double, which led to extreme hardship. So whenever the world war is there, war is going on, the prices is going in very high level. So it impacted the peoples. Poverty and forced recruitment in the army made people hostile to the British rule. During 1819 and 2021, food shortage due to the failures of crops and famine and epidemic that took a heavy toll of life. So simultaneously when prices are going on, during the same time the nature also was not favorable. There is a shortage of the food crops as well as the epidemic is going on, which is also a great problematic for the peoples. Resentment among the peoples of India against the foreign rules. Now here we can see one glimpse is there, pictures, the India and the First World War 1914 and 18 and the crop failures of farmer. So simultaneously two things is going on, war is going on plus the failures of the crops. So how the peoples had adjusted all this extreme position. Now Satyagraha in India, again the picture is there, Champaran movement. Satyagraha does not depend on outside help, it derive all its strength from within. So it was the great efforts of Mahatma Gandhi after returning from South Africa in 1915. Gandhi has started his experiment here in 3 laboratories that we will see in the coming point. Now Satyagraha. The idea of Satyagraha emphasized the power of truth and the need to search for truth. So Satyagraha means to fight from our inner soul, from our inner power. It suggests that if the cause was true, if struggle was against injustice, then physical force was not necessary to fight the oppressors. Mahatma Gandhi believes Satyagraha would unite all India. So Mahatma Gandhi was in fact feeling that the Indian people, they don't have any arms, ammunition. But if innerly, from our inner soul, if we are strong enough and if we are true that whatever we are doing, it is right, then there is no need of any arms, ammunition. Now, applications of Gandhiji Satyagraha. How Gandhiji applied the Satyagraha, that we will see. In 1916, Gandhi organized a Satyagraha against the oppressive plantation system in Champaran, Bihar. So this is the Gandhi 3 laboratory. After coming from South Africa, started first from Champaran, Bihar. 1917, Gandhiji led a Satyagraha in Kheda district of Gujarat, demanding relaxations of the revenue tax owing to the poverty experienced by the farmer because of the outbreaks of the plague and crop failure. So here also people was in trouble due to the outbreaks of the plague as well as the crop failures. 1918, Gandhi organized Satyagraha against the cotton mill worker in Ahmedabad. And this is the third one where Gandhi utilizes Satyagraha in the cotton mill worker in Ahmedabad. Now, Rowlatt Act. Rowlatt Act in 1919, the Rowlatt Act was passed by the British government. So this act was passed hurriedly by the government. That is known as the Rowlatt Act. This act gave the government enormous powers for the repressing political activities and allowed detentions of political prisoners for 2 years without any trial. So this act, Rowlatt, is passed hurriedly. That shows no appeal, no dalil, no vakil, just to crush the activities of the Indians. Now, oppositions. On 6 April 1919, Gandhiji started the non-violent civil disobedience movement for opposing the Rowlatt Act with a nationwide hartal. So Gandhiji started the second step by going nationwide hartal. Shops were closed down, rallies were organized, and rail workshop workers went on strike. On 10th April 1919, Amritsar widespread attacks on bank, post office, and railway station took place. Next is British response. Now, how these activities the Britisher has responded, that we will see. Government brutally repressed the nationalists. Martial law was imposed and General Dyer took command. Now the command goes to the General Dyer. Now here we can see the marks of the picture of Jallianwala Bagh. What happens? We already knowing. So same thing we will see. Jallianwala Bagh massacre, 13th April 1919. A number of people had assembled at Jallianwala Bagh in Amritsar for attending the annual Baisakhi fair. General Dyer surrounded the park and opened fire on the crowd, killing hundreds of people. So this was a very extreme step of the General Dyer, just to check the Indian people and put a great mark on the mind and the soul by his activities. Aftermath of Jallianwala Bagh massacre, crowds took to the street in many North Indian towns. Strikes, clash with the police, and attacks on government buildings were extensively witnessed. So this was the common thing going on. The British used brutal repressions seeking to humiliate and terrorize peoples. Peoples were flogged and villages were bombed. Thank you, students. So next part will be in the next video. Thank you.